So I'm still here in sunny California, more specifically, Ojai, California. I've got about 2 weeks to go. I'm heading out July 5th, so I'll be here through our Independence Day. There's a nice little parade downtown. And at about this point, I am just reflecting. It's been 13 years since I've been to Southeast Asia. I went with a friend, sort of a situationship. I don't know if you could call her a girlfriend. We didn't know each other that well, but we decided to go to Boljon, spelled Boljon. I still can't pronounce it. It's about 3 hours south on a bus from Cebu City. And really beautiful little village. There must only be, I'd say, 3,000 people max. And there's still some colonial architecture, which is really nice. And one of the things that I just really loved about it was just how warm the people are. It's just very family oriented. They really are very interested in you as a foreigner. We felt like rock stars when we were there. People were just so interested and so happy to have us there. It was really kind of heartwarming. So I'm looking forward to getting back. And like I said in my prior video, I really have been working online, doing sales, US hours, and I've always wanted to go back to Southeast Asia, and I've just never had the opportunity in more than 12, 13 years. I was there Christmas of 2012.
At the time, I had a Nikon D90. That thing's long gone, but I took 1,000 photos. That's Atelan, as they call her. She was like the princess of the town. Her mother grew up there in a shack with 12 brothers and sisters, and so the whole town knew her and therefore knew me. We went around with an iPad that distorted faces, and that was like the hit of the year. We just enjoyed the shit out of that, just watching people laugh like crazy. It was big entertainment in a little town, and we really had a lot of fun with it. This poor little guy became a meal. Animals really aren't treated all that well domestically like pets, but obviously they certainly enjoy their pork and their meat. Beautiful beaches down on the Cebu coast. That's me with some Christmas spirit, enjoying the grocery store, some markets around town with some really beautiful souls that had been there for so long, just selling, and water buffalo, kids. There's Lonnie's goddaughter on the tricycle. There's a poisonous spider that wanted to shower with me. Some old colonial architecture, some wooden homes still existing. They love the cockfights. They really love to have their chickens fight each other. That's me as a younger man. S&M Eatery, so translation is a little different. You can fit anything on a scooter in the Philippines. 5 people. There we go. That's not even a record. A lot of beautiful dugouts. The coastline wasn't all that gorgeous until we got there. That's little Vince. I'm really excited to see him. He's going to be a teenager. He's probably trouble, that kid. Swimming with the whale sharks. I wish I'd kept the videos. I don't know where they went. That was a Christmas celebration that we had, and the whole village turned out, and we had gifts for the kids. The people loved having their photos taken, and they were just so warm and friendly. It was just really, really a fun vacation, and really enjoyed it. And ever since then, whenever she goes back, people ask about me. They call me Jim Jim. So it's going to be really interesting to go back and see the people again, more specifically her immediate family, like these lovely ladies that were always cooking for me.
And one of the things I want to cover today is really the expat lifestyle and travel as I don't know, a hobby or a lifestyle, I guess you would call it. And one of the main takeaways that I've had is, it's really not a fix for your life, because wherever you go, there you are. And that's one of the things I struggle with, is sometimes I have this idea that, oh, things will be better when I do this or when I get to this certain place, etc. And right now I'm struggling with that more than anything because I've made a major life decision and to quit, my sales career, which I've had forever. And that is very liberating, but also scary because I'm having some challenge in chilling the fuck out and just getting used to the fact that I don't have to be constantly chasing that money. Figuring out this whole YouTube thing is a little bit of a challenge, and I'm actually stressed out about it. I mean, it's not something that I have to do, but it's something I want to do just for some self-enjoyment, to share what I'm doing with friends and family, and perhaps even find a way to make some money and monetize it, which it seems everybody and their freaking grandmother seems to be doing or trying to do. Does your inbox get filled up like mine, or your streams with, like millions of offers on courses and God knows what else? I mean, it's just overwhelming, and it's just kind of sucks the joy out of the whole experience in a way. You just have to really ignore that shit and focus on what you want to do exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do now. It's just put my head down, figure out how to start a YouTube channel and make it fun for people, share my music, share my travels, share my my wisdom, which I hope I have after 57 years on this planet. And I'm embarking out into the great unknown. And I won't be leaving for Cebu until July 5th. So until then, I'm going to post some photos because Cebu, Boljuan was really a beautiful little place. It's down by Oslab, which is where the whale sharks are. And then you can drive south and you can take the ferry over to Dumaguete or Siquijor. And they speak Visayan there, not Tagalog. I guess it is Tagalog, but it's the southern dialect of Visayan. And it is a language that, to my ear, sounds very bizarre because I speak English and Spanish. And one of the things, too, that I wanted to say is, why did I choose to not settle in Mexico? Well, I gave that a try, and I do love Mexico. And I've been all over Central and South America. And what I really enjoy about travel is really being in a very distinct and different culture. And Latin America, although very interesting, beautiful, lovely people, lots to see and do, it's all very similar from Mexico on down to Argentina. I mean, it's all based on, the Spanish Catholic Church, and that's where the culture comes from. And there's slight variances, but after you've experienced it for many, many years, the differences become negligible, really, in my opinion. Whereas Southeast Asia has so many different languages and cultures all in one place and all very close together, and it's so different that I really enjoy it. Some people are really reticent to move to a place as an expat where there's a language barrier, and that's why the Philippines are so popular, especially with veterans from the US and many others who aren't vets. But the point being is that people want it to be easy. And I find that there's actually some distinct advantages to being in a country where you don't know the language. First of all, if you love languages, it's fun to learn. Vietnamese is going to be a humdinger of a language to learn, but I'm going to give it a crack, and at least I'll get some basic words and sentence structure down. I've always been able to do that in every country I've traveled to. I think there's 6 different tonalities. There's like 12 different pronouns, which is freaking crazy. But you know what? The fun thing is if you just do a little bit, you have so much fun with it. And then people really light up because there's not a lot of people that bother to try and learn their language. So most countries, they're thrilled. I mean, if you're in Paris and you try and speak French, that's a different story. And they will basically tell you in so many ways to shut up and, stop trying to speak their language. But that's the French for you. Gotta love them, but, they're not the warmest, most embracing culture like others I've seen. So the countdown begins. I'm out of here in about 2.5 weeks. I'm going to post some photos of the time that I went to Boljuan and spent 3 weeks there over Christmas of 2012. It's such a strange culture. They love basketball. They're short people. They love karaoke. Most of them can't sing and are tone deaf. Of course, there's exceptions to that, but yeah, karaoke everywhere, everywhere. And out of 100 songs, 99 are just going to be horribly done. But it's all in the fun, right? No one cares. It's all about putting yourself out there and just enjoying it. And people playing basketball in flip-flops all over the freaking country, and it baffles me. I have no idea. Maybe there's a different sport now, but I doubt it. So going back after 12, 13 years, and I'm excited to report on how it's changed, and I'm going to look at some of the photos and some of the acquaintances that I made there, and it'll be fun to meet up with them and show them old photos and see how they've changed, and especially some of the kids to see how they've grown up. So I'm looking forward to going back. I'll be in Cebu City for 5 days, and then I'll be heading down the coast before I come back to Cebu City and fly out for Da Nang. So come with me, enjoy the ride. It's going to be fun.